Sweet. Alrighty then, welcome, one and all, welcome everyone to Dead Cells day number 8 of me playing. So, to kind of explain something really quickly to everyone out there, previously there was a live stream that I did. This was, I think last week is when it happened. I did a live stream where I played Genshin and I played Dead Cells as I normally do. The only issue with that live stream is basically my internet. It completely just died on me during the, middle of the stream. So if you take a look at like my Twitch VODs that are available, I think I did go into my VODs and I unpublished them, but previously when they were published, I had 2 different live streams that were recorded on the same day, right? So that, kind of like that day with that live stream, what ended up happening is I think it was my 6th, if I'm not mistaken, my 6th playthrough of the game, my 6th like session. And yeah, like I had it split up into 2 different VODs. And so after that live stream, I kind of lost count of how many, Dead Cells playthrough sessions I've done. And so I thought that I was on like my 8th or 9th. Like I thought that this right here would be like my 9th playthrough, or not playthrough, but like 9th live stream of playing the game. But it turns out that it is my my 8th playthrough instead. So yeah, we are in the clock tower right now. Trying to think. So take a look here. Okay, so we've been through these areas so far. We haven't been to these other ones that are not labeled on the map. Okay. I think here's the goal, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to progress forward, and we're going to see how far we can get. If we can get it to the throne room, then that's fantastic. If we can't, then that's perfectly fine. But basically, what I'm going to do is that, like, the next time that we end up restarting and we, like, go back to the very beginning, I'm going to start focusing on basically exploring areas and trying to unlock as many items as I can, whether it be like mutations or abilities and skills, or it could be, the special runes that unlock, certain unique, just unique powers, like for example the wall climbing ability. There's also like blueprints for like weapons and other useful items for the character. But yeah, that is going to be a focus of what we're going to be doing. For now, I think we'll like move ahead onwards to, we'll move towards Clock Tower and get to the main boss room for Clock Tower. That will be the current objective, and then yeah, we'll keep going from there, trying our very best to get to the throne room. Brutality, baby. Ow. Oh my lord. Holy moly. Apparently those bombs deal a significant amount of damage. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, so one very interesting thing, so for those of you who have been watching my Dead Cells playthrough so far, you know, you guys may already know about this, but there is a Dead Cells content creator that I think a lot of people are familiar with, and you know, that I think a lot of the, I would say like the other Dead Cells players, they kind of like follow this content creator. Shockphobia 9000, I've rated him before. Fantastic human being, and just really cool, skilled and talented Dead Cells player, right? So I recently was attending one of Shock's streams. Shock did a live stream, I think like maybe 2 days ago, or I don't know, 3 days ago. He did a live stream, and I was like chatting with you know, with his chat and whatever, right? Like I was talking to them all, and there was one thing that I said, which basically I kind of like, I kind of like said to him, or I said to like everyone, I was like, yeah, I think one thing I despise about Dead Cells is this like fact that, you know, there is no multi-dodge capability, right? Like when you dodge roll in the game, you don't really have this ability to multi-dodge. You can't really like press the dodge button 2 or 3 times and kind of like roll through, I would say, different attacks safely, right? There are definitely it's definitely the case where you have this cooldown period with your rolls and your dodges, to where you have to be like very careful with you have to be very careful with how you, yeah, with how you dodge attacks, and like determine which attacks are necessary to dodge and which aren't, right? Okay, that's fucking dumb. I fucking hate these enemies that drop the bombs. Ow! You fucking cunts. Uh, 32% HP. Yeah, I'll take that. Okay, we have a safe zone here. I don't have any money, so I can't buy anything. Fucking hell. Fuck off. Okay. You are all pieces of shit. Oh, I hate these enemies so much. Yeah, so, anywho. I mentioned in Shock's chat this whole concept or this idea where I was like, man, I hate how you cannot, you know, double dodge. You can't, like, you know, spam the roll button and, like, dodge through multiple attacks safely. I felt like that was really a, I felt like it was a really annoying mechanic that didn't really need to exist, right? Like, they could have been a lot more forgiving with players and allowed them to dodge roll through different attacks and iframe through stuff, but unfortunately they did not go ahead and do that, right? And so, you know, I was talking about that in a chat, and I mentioned it as one of, like, my primary complaints. And what's very interesting is that, like, there were, at the very least, there were 2 people that were in... Fuck you, man. There were 2 people who were in the chat that, like, basically they highly disagreed with my opinion. And, they kind of, like, stated that they did not agree with what I said, and that they thought I was wrong. But it was very bizarre because, to me, I kind of, you know, think about those, I think about, like, quality of life updates like that, and I just think to myself, you know, it's kind of, the purpose of it is to make Dead Cells make it a, I would say a little bit more of a casual friendly game where anyone and everyone has the ability to, you know, dive into the game and experience it and play it, right? And so, I don't know, like, I feel like it is something that can very easily make the game fun and enjoyable for a person versus being super duper, you know, just like super, I don't know, unfair and very, very taxing, right? I don't know, it's just, I look at it and I'm like, this honestly would be, like, the amount that it benefits people would be significantly, it would be like a significant amount of improvement to where a lot more people, I think, would be happy than they would upset about the change, right? It was just so weird to, like, you know, talk to these people and, you know, basically hear their opinion where it's like, oh no, we like the game how it is, we think this is exactly how it should be and nothing should change, right? It just, that mindset was something that I looked at and I was like, wow, that is a mindset that is, like, very, I don't know, very, like, narrow-minded, or, yeah, just very... Fuck off, man. I was in the middle of healing, you piece of shit. God, that fucking enemy. The thing is that one enemy that... I'm gonna call that enemy a ninja enemy. I'm just gonna call it a ninja because that's what it resembles the most. That enemy, it's like one that is super easy to defeat, but when you're trying to, like, run past everything and you're not trying to, like, you know, fight and engage with every single enemy that's out there, it can be an annoying fucking piece of shit. That fucking mace. I fucking hate that goddamn mace. I don't even know if mace is the right word. I think mace is describing some kind of like weapon or whatever. But like, that goddamn spiked ball on a chain. What a piece of shit thing. I fucking hate that. I'm kind of annoyed that I'm struggling on Clock Tower right now. Like, this should not be that challenging. I've beaten this fucking level, like, I want to say at least 4 or 5 times in the past. It's just like... yeah, it's so annoying. Fuck you, man. Alright, we finally fucking made it to Clock Room. Ugh, that took way too long. 22 minutes and 51 seconds. Holy moly. All right. This is gonna be an interesting fight. Let's do it, though. Bring it on, Timekeeper. Can I fucking heal in peace, man? I fucking hate this. Restart that fucking fight. Literally, I was trying to heal the entire fucking time. Yeah, I know. Why, like, hello? Why was I not, like... Okay, at the very end there, I jumped towards him. And then for some fucking reason, my character turned around and was facing the wrong goddamn direction when I tried to use my ability. I'm so fucking confused. Can I get the fuck out, man? Okay, come here. Okay, that's fucking annoying. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Okay, where's my abilities? Nope, wrong one. There we go. We're swapping that shit. I don't know why, for some reason, having light speed be my, right trigger ability, it just feels more natural, and it feels, like, more comfortable for me. So, yeah, we're gonna do that. Yeah, I know. What? Hello? I was literally trying to jump. What the fuck was my character doing? He literally stood there and ate every single goddamn shot that you know, the enemy threw. What in the actual ass cheeks was that shit? Oh, my fucking abilities. Fuck off, mate. Yeah, start me over. I'm so fucking annoyed with this goddamn loadout. Swap that shit, man, and keep it there. Can I fucking hit him? Oh my lord, how did I fucking dash into that fucking attack? This is so goddamn annoying. Man, I feel like... Honestly, I feel like my loadout is okay, but I don't know, man. Like, are the daggers that I'm holding just dog shit? Let me try this out. Hold on. All right, we're doing this. Bring it on, big guy. What the fuck just like double hit me? Hello? Can I? Where's my fucking abilities at? Yo, what the fuck? I don't know what the hell happened there, but my Signing Slicer was completely fucking gone. And like, it was on a fat, long-ass cooldown. I don't know what the hell happened to it. What? Hello? Can I? Can you fucking stop hitting me? Okay, that's fucking bullshit. The annoying thing about... It's not just this boss in the game, but like every single fucking boss that you fight against in this game, the annoying shit about them is that basically... when you fight against them and, you know, like, you end up taking a hit from them, they completely stagger you. So, like, you're unable to use your abilities and use your weapons and whatever in a, like, reasonable time frame. And it's so fucking annoying. Fuck off! Did I fucking win finally? Holy shit. That took like so much fucking longer than it should have. Give me all of this shit. Velocity? Sounds like a pretty decent ability. Ice Grenade? I like Ice Grenade. Ooh, do I want to take it instead of one of these, though? Probably not. Yeah, I think I'll have to give up on that. Slow and steady wins the race. Surely. Damn, man. I need so many cells to upgrade that shit. Okay, High Peak Castle it is. Let's get the fuck in here, shall we? Goddamn fucking enemy. Fuck that enemy. Nope. Get the fuck out of there. Ooh, what is this? What? How did that fucking bomb hit me from there? Okay, second key. We're cooking. What? No fucking shot that guy hit me. Yeah. Holy fucking shit, man. What the fuck, man? You are a piece of shit, you fucking dumbass enemy. How did I walk into that fucking spike? This is the dumbest shit ever. Oh my, no way I died to a fucking piece of... It was literally a piece of the fucking environment. That's so bullshit right there. Why the fuck did I throw it down there? Hello? I really don't want to get hit by this enemy, not even a single time, so I'm being like extra super careful. Fuck's sake, finally. Fuck off. God damn it, my fucking slicer is too far away from me. Can I literally fucking move to the door, man? This is so fucking annoying. Why did I fucking do that? Holy shit, what a fucking annoying ass goddamn area. I can't believe that I'm like barely through High Peak Castle and I legit I fucking don't have any heals left over. For fuck's sake, finally I made it out of there. I do not want to even, like, get near this guy. He's half health right now. I think I'm gonna take it nice and slow and easy here. Just wait until this, you know, fucker slowly dies off, thanks to my abilities. I do think it's fucking hilarious, though, that, like, in this entire game, the one thing that can stop an enemy is a fucking wooden door. Is he dead? Finally? Oh, good, for fuck's sake. Okay, this guy is very fucking dangerous, so I don't want to even, like... I don't want to, like, get near him or touch him at all. Okay, I think this enemy is another one we're gonna have to take nice and slow and easy. Man, the health ticks down so fucking slowly. But I absolutely don't want to risk anything, right? I don't want to accidentally get smacked by him, not even a single time. I thought he was far enough away, but I guess that's not the case. What? Hello? What the fuck? Why was I fucking aiming the wrong way? I'm so annoyed by that. What the fuck? My character literally turned the opposite direction I wanted him to, and he fucking started doing some bullshit attack that, like, was literally hitting air and nothing else. The good thing that enemy is dumb as shit. Nope, 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 nope. You are not fucking pulling me in with your goddamn tornado whirlwind bullshit attack. How the fuck did that hit me? What? Wait a second. So, the one that I currently have is Sinuslicer 4 plus, 4 plus. And then this one right here is Sinuslicer 6. Okay, I think I understand because Shockphobia was kind enough to explain it to me during his like last stream. Apparently, when you upgrade an item or like a weapon or whatever, right? When you have like an item and it says the item name and then it has like a plus symbol by it, that means that the plus symbol, what it basically means is that you are taking the base level of that item, whatever it is, like if it's level 4, level 5, level 7, right? And you are adding 2 extra levels to it, right? So what I have right now is level 4 Sinuslicer, but because it's a plus, that means that I'm basically using Sinuslicer level 6, which is why the 2 of them, in terms of like the damage that they do, is exactly the same. At first, like for a very quick second, I forgot about that and I was very confused, but now I think I fully understand it. Okay, I think I'm gonna keep the one that I have because the passive ability on the one that I have I think is a little bit better with the loadout that I am using on my character. So we're gonna do that. I don't even want to risk it. There is no way in hell that I am not gonna lose any health there, so fuck that shit. We dip on out of here. We get the fuck out. Oh boy. 40 minutes and 5 seconds, huh? $14 cells left, okay. Let's see here. I kind of want to modify this weapon. I kind of want to. Okay, this is so much better. So much better. It works really, really well with the Frost Blast, right? Ooh, okay, this right here, this is a perfect like passive ability loadout for Lightspeed. Mutations, I think I have the right mutations. Okay. Hmm. Okay, so let me pause here and let me just talk for a minute. Um, Chat. For those of you who, you guys have been watching my journey through Dead Cells, you will already be familiar with this, but this is mainly for the other people who, are not really familiar with it. So during one of my previous live streams, I was at the throne room boss, like the final boss level, right? Um, and unfortunately, no matter what I did, I just kept on smacking my head into a wall, and I wasn't able to defeat the final boss. And what ended up happening, which looking back, I think it was the best course of action that I could have taken. But at the time, what had happened, it was a very accidental thing. How we doing? How we doing? Welcome to the stream, Pixels. How you doing, homie? Let me fix something really quickly, because I realized that... Hold on. I think that should work. Nice. Okay, it worked. Yeah, Pixels, homie, welcome. Let me give you a shout out, my dude. Shout out, and then Pixels. There we go. And then shout out. Oh wait, that did the exact same thing. I'm so dumb. I don't know why I did that same command twice. I meant to do this one right here. Pixel. There we go. So everyone, for those of you who don't know, Pixels is a content creator that I met locally. He is an insanely talented human being and really, really entertaining, really funny dude. He streams, I think, a lot of variety stuff. He also does play like Honkai Star Rail, Genshin, and then, I think I saw him play like some Nintendo games as well. I definitely highly recommend you guys go and check out his channel. He is amazing. And also, I think, so I don't really use Instagram a lot. That's just not my thing. But I do follow Pixels and a lot of other, content creators on my Instagram. And Pixels, I have to say, like, he puts a lot of effort into his Instagram posts that I respect and admire the hell out of. I see those posts and I'm like, yo, this could be some like professional photography level post, right? Like, it's really good. So I would definitely recommend you guys check out his Twitch, check out his Instagram, and go and enjoy whatever, variety games that he decides to play. He's a really, really cool human being. So Pixels, shout out to you, homie. I appreciate it. I am very excited for this upcoming weekend when we have the meetup. Yeah. It's gonna be super hype, and I hope to see you there, homie. Yeah, I'll be there. Hell yeah. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Hell yeah. Yeah, man. We'll chat. We'll maybe grab some food and some drinks together, and just have a good old time, Yeah. So I was I was just playing some Dead Cells, sucking at the game really badly. But yeah, I was how's the stream? Pretty good. Not too bad at all. I think so. For those of you who don't know, including Pixels, I am basically new to this game, so it's like it's sort of a learning process where I'm going through the levels and I'm fighting the enemies, fighting the bosses, trying to practice and make sure that I can get their moveset memorized and I can eventually defeat them. I don't think it's ever the case where I go into a level and I'm like, oh, I got this in the bag, easy peasy, I beat them. It's mainly just me continuously dying over and over again until I finally smack my head against the wall hard enough to where the wall breaks and I beat the boss. But I love Dead Cells. I think it's an insanely fun game. I definitely can see myself sinking probably hundreds of hours into this game. Like, it is very, very addicting and very fun. Great game. I love it, but it is very challenging as well. Yeah, so Anywho, yeah, Pixels, if you want to, shoot any more comments or questions my way, I'm more than happy to talk with you, homie. But I'm also gonna, explain what I'm going through with the game right now for the wider audience to know what's up, explain some context. So, chat, where I'm at right now, we are about to go into the, like, sort of final boss room of the game. And I mean, like, it's like the final boss room, but it's not the final level of the game, right? There's plenty more content beyond this. And during a previous live stream that I did, I got stuck on the boss, and at one point I accidentally just kind of, I quit the level and I exited to the main menu by accidentally pressing the B button instead of the A button, which was an oopsie daisy on my part. But to be honest, I think it was the best move overall, because I was, retrying that boss and continuously dying, and I could not get past it. So, resetting the entire thing and going back from the beginning, it was very likely the wiser decision to make, even if it was by accident. So I think that's what I'm going to end up doing, where I tackle this boss and I'm going to keep retrying several times. And then, if I reach a point where I step back and I think to myself, man, this is not working, I'm very likely not going to be able to defeat this boss, with the equipment that I currently have, then we might just have to do the exact same thing, where we quit back out to the main menu and start over from the very beginning of the level, which it hurts. Like, I definitely don't enjoy doing it, but it's probably the just more optimal, efficient solution. So yeah, I gotta check it out. Gonna watch. Hell yeah. Yeah, man. I have to say, like, Dead Cells is very, very, very challenging. It is a game that, I think it requires a lot of practice from the players, and I don't know, like, I don't think there's ever this point in the game where a player should be, overconfident about anything and think, oh yeah, I'm overpowered, I can kill any enemy and defeat any boss in a couple of seconds, right? Like, it's just, there's so many times where the game, I think, will find a way to surprise you. But overall, I feel like this gameplay is very, very enjoyable. I could be wrong about this, but I believe that, so the category that Dead Cells kind of fits into is a Metroidvania, and I believe it is considered a roguelike game, but I'm not entirely sure about the, correct categorization for it. So I would say that if you do enjoy games that are like Metroidvania games, kind of like 2D side-scrolling, platforming games, and any sort of like kind of roguelike or even Souls-like games, then you'll definitely enjoy Dead Cells. It's not as crazy insane as Dark Souls games or anything like that, but it is challenging in its own way. And it's one of those games where sometimes you really, really do feel helpless, and you feel like, man, I am having a tough time with this content, but at the end of the day, when you do eventually defeat a boss, it feels so rewarding that, all of your previous, all of your previous worries with, oh, will I be able to defeat this enemy, blah, 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 they kind of melt away, and you feel a lot better when you finish a level or beat a boss or whatever. So yeah, I highly recommend this game to anyone and everyone. It is a game that, yeah, it does require some time investment, some practice to learn. It's not something that you can, like, casually play 1 hour each week or anything like that. It's kind of just one where you invest the time and the energy to learning it, and you get better and better and better over time. But yeah, so we are gonna go ahead and dive on into this final boss here. As you can see, this is the loadout that I have right now. I'm using the Hayabusa boots, which I'm gonna be honest, this is the very first time that I've ever used this specific weapon, right? And then I have the Frost Blast for freezing enemies. I have the Sinew Slicer, which will apply some bleeding damage, and Light Speed is kind of used for... It's used for dealing damage, but it's also used for, like, dodging certain attacks, right? Sounds like Dark Souls. It is like... It's Souls-like in a way, but it's not as... Like, I would say it's not as, I guess, unforgiving, right? It's not that brutal to where it kind of like bashes you into the ground to the point where you feel like giving up. I don't feel like that's the case. But yeah, like I think that there are some things Dead Cells does a little bit better than Souls games. And I also do feel like there are many Souls games out there that do things a lot better than Dead Cells, right? Yeah, I think it's a fair comparison, but there are some people out there who are, you know, Dark Souls fans, who are hardcore Dark Souls fans, and they would argue against that and be like, oh yeah, it's nothing like a Souls game, which, I don't know. I honestly, like, I don't really care that much if people want to make the comparison. If they do, that's perfectly fine. It's normal and it's logical. And I like, I'm not that type of person who's like, oh no, two completely separate games, shut up, you can't have an opinion, blah blah blah. You know, that's not my vibe. But yeah. In any case, let's dive on into the throne room. Let's see what we're up against. I think we're gonna be fighting against the exact same boss. Although this time we should be, if we defeat the boss, I think we should be achieving a boss cell, which will be very, very cool. We definitely want that. And, you know, to kind of explain a little bit. So this game, the way that it works is you collect these items called boss cells, and each boss cell that you collect, think of it like if you're playing a video game and you have, you know, you have the base game, and then you have like New Game Plus and New Game Plus 2, Plus 3, so on and so forth. The boss cells work in that manner, right? So you have like one boss cell, that's basically New Game Plus, two boss cells, New Game Plus 2, and so on and so forth, right? So a lot of people, you know, if you see Dead Cells players, you know, on Twitch or whatever, they'll say like, oh, I am currently, you know, 2 BC, which is 2 boss cells, right? And that's like New Game Plus 2. And then you might see some that's like 4 BC, 5 BC. Those guys are like super duper skilled and talented. They've sunk a lot of hours into this game, and they are kind of like pros at Dead Cells. They are very, very respectable and admirable. But yeah, let's dive on into this boss fight. I personally hate this boss a lot, and I'm probably gonna let me tell you, you're very likely gonna see me absolutely rage and mauled against this boss fight. But you know, it's content. Content is content. People enjoy watching others suffer, right? Surely. That was dirty right there. That was also dirty. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not dodging attacks properly. Yep. That was the worst first run ever. I died so quickly there. I was not dodging anything properly, nor was I like planning things out at all. I think the plan is to spam the Frost Blast and try to freeze him as much as possible. What? I thought I jumped over that. Fuck off, mate. Damn it. Oh, wait. That was such a dumb mistake there. So what I was trying to do in that moment was to heal my character. And the button to do that is the left button, right? It's, I think if you look at the controller visual on the screen, you can see it. It's this button right here. Yeah, so you can see me pressing it right now. I don't know why, but at the very end there, I was holding down on the left trigger button instead. That was... my brain spaced out there for a second. That was really dumb. In any case, let's redo this. This boss is a pain in the butt. Ow. Can you let me freaking heal? How am I... Wait, how did I get over there? What? What just happened there? Okay, hold on. I'm taking a minute to process this. So... I used my dash ability, and I swear I saw my character move all the way to the left. And then out of nowhere, like my character teleported down to where those spikes were. And he smacked me, and I died. So, man, I feel like that was a visual glitch. Because there's no way that the boss would have been able to, like, hit me to where I basically ended up from the very left side of the boss arena to the very right side. Like that, it just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I think that was an undeserved death, and I feel like I got done dirty there. But I don't know, man. This is the difficulty of the game, right? It, like, some game mechanics where you think it should work one way, it completely does not work that way at all. Can I fucking heal up, please? And stop falling to the goddamn floor. Okay, that was a dick move right there, because right as I was trying to roll through him. I was trying to iframe through him. He fucking dashed backwards and then, you know, slammed me to the right. That was such a dirty fucking move right there. Hello? Where's my character at? Nope. Damn it. That was bad. What? Hello? That move hits. Oh, I have no more healing. Oh my lord. Oh, that's so troll. Ugh, I hate that. So, to explain a little bit more about this boss, for anyone who's unfamiliar, this boss has... Okay, so there are like certain thresholds that this boss has, and I don't know exactly what the thresholds are. I think it's probably like one at 75% health and the other one at 25% health. That would be my guess. But like there are kind of like these two different phases of the boss where he will pull out the ice platforms, right? And then you see like he brought out, I think it was like 4 or 5 different random mob enemies that you have to kill before you fight him again. So he does that thing twice during this fight. And I think that there are these like specific HP thresholds where once you hit that threshold, he then summons those extra mob enemies. So it's like, yeah, basically I kind of divide the boss fight into those phases where it's like I view it as when he brings out the mob the first time, that's phase 1. That like basically once you defeat those enemies, phase 1 is over, and then you begin phase 2. And then once he brings out that platform with the enemies again for the second time, you defeat those enemies, and after that you are done with phase 2. And he has like, I would say he only has maybe about 25% health left over after the second phase is finished. But I could be wrong on the HP threshold. I know it's some number, I just don't know exactly what it is. But yeah, let's keep going. We're gonna keep smacking our head against this boss until we finally have some progress. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Let me heal. Nice. Okay. What the fuck just happened there? No. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, so one thing that, you know, people who are unfamiliar with Dead Cells may not know, okay, so you have 2 different like sort of weapons that are on your hand and that you can use, right? So first of all, if you press, like, you can see, if you look down at the bottom left of my screen, you can see all these different abilities, right? So if you press X, that's like your number one, your primary, I would say your number one primary weapon. And then you press Y, and that's your second, right? The problem with Dead Cells, and the reason why I struggle with a lot of these boss fights, and why I, like, if I had to compare this game to other games that I've played before, like, you know, I would say that the closest game to Hollow Knight the closest game to Dead Cells that I've played before and that I've beaten is Hollow Knight, right? So Hollow Knight is the closest game comparatively to Dead Cells. I beat Hollow Knight. It was a very, very tough, challenging game. I loved it. The thing is, if you compare Dead Cells to Hollow Knight, if you compare Dead Cells to a Souls game, I think that, unfortunately, in my opinion, the combat mechanics for Dead Cells is kind of garbage compared to those other games. Because, you know, when you are, you know, fighting an enemy, fighting a boss, you are basically unable to, like, chain together attacks in a combo that involve both of your weapons, right? Like, so essentially what I mean is that, let's say you are using your first primary weapon and you, like, you know, let's say your weapon is a sword, hypothetically, and you swing your sword. When you swing your sword, the entire animation of you swinging your sword has to like go through and has to finish completely before you can use your second weapon, right? Like your second weapon does not activate until the animation for your first weapon is over with and completely done. So it's like you are unable to seamlessly combine the two weapon attacks to create this like smooth flowing combo where you like use one, then immediately use the other, then use one, then use the other, right? Like there is a very, very minuscule delay that I think if you play the game long enough, you will notice the delay and it'll be very, very evident and you will feel it where, you know, you might use an attack and then you might immediately try to pivot to the other weapon and use the attack of the second weapon, but it takes like a slight, you know, second of a delay or whatever. And that delay in a boss fight, for example, could cost you the entire match and you could end up dying from it, which I personally hate. I think that's terrible. I think that's really annoying and frustrating to deal with. I don't like this mechanic in the game. And if you look at, you know, Hollow Knight, if you look at Dark Souls games, they don't do it this way. They are different, where you actually can chain together these combos and you don't have that really annoying delay. You don't have that lag. You don't have that cooldown time frame where you have to wait for the animation to finish. Yeah, so that's what I'll say about Dead Cells. I mean, I have no doubt that the game developers wanted it to be this way, because if they didn't, then it would have been a bug that was like patched long ago in this game. But yeah, it no matter what, I dislike it. I'm not a fan of it, and I really wish that it were different. I'm starting to feel the rage. Yeah, that's what happens. I remember, so the last time that I got to this level and that I faced this boss right here, it was on stream, right? I was streaming at the time. I swear to you, every single time that I fought him, I probably spouted no less than like 10 to 20 curse words at him. I was raging so hard at him. It was terrible. Like I was in pain and I was suffering the entire time. What? Why did I jump up there, man? That makes no sense. Nope. Oh my lord. Yeah, so what I was trying to do there at the very end was I was trying to alternate back and forth where I do like, you know, one hit of my primary weapon and then one of my secondary, but it just, I wasn't able to deal with the lag enough, you know? It was terrible. I think I'm getting better though. Like I think I'm slowly improving, and eventually one of these times I'll get very, very lucky and I'll be able to take him down to his like, basically take him down to 0 health, but it is very rough. I did not deal with that correctly. How? Okay. So, Pixels, I think I've, like, explained this to, you know, like, chat to the audience, right? But you may not have been here when I explained it. In case you are wondering or you're curious at all, so the way that this game works, one of the very frustrating mechanics that I personally really hate about this game is that every single time that you take a hit from an enemy, you get staggered, right? So, you know, an enemy or a boss is able to easily smack you out of whatever animation that you're doing. So if you're trying to heal, an enemy could smack you and you stop healing immediately. You don't get to like continue healing while you take damage. That's not a thing. And then also when you get staggered, you are not able to use your abilities immediately. You have to wait until that stagger animation is done, and then you can only use your abilities, which is very frustrating to deal with. It easily is a good reason why you may end up losing a boss fight, right? It's just like really crappy RNG. That makes it harder? Yeah, it does. Hello? Can I... I walked right into that one. And I got hit by a bomb. Okay. That was really dumb. Oh, man. That was really dumb. One of the worst ways to die ever is to get caught by, like, a stray bomb that was lying around. I hate that move so much. I kind of gave up on that run right there. Like, I didn't properly dodge anything. One of the things that I was, like, kind of testing out right there is that, you know, if you take a look at the description of my primary weapon, the Hayabusa Boots, it says here, the last hit damages all enemies around you and pushes them back. And it says additional damage is dealt if they hit a wall, right? So what I was trying to test out there is I think if it's like timed correctly, I am able to use my primary weapon to like knock back any of like the bombs or any of the sort of like other what is it called? Other like damage dealing things that the boss throws at me, right? Yeah. But I was testing that out. Obviously it failed and I died, but it was a good attempt. How did that hit me? Ow. Okay, so it seems like basically after that first phase where he summons the mobs and you kill them, he is less susceptible to being frozen, which is really worrying. That is not good at all. Because, I mean, my entire, like, I would say my entire build kind of hinges on freezing him. So this is going to be very, very tough. Hey. What? How did that hit me? Okay, that was a bullshit move right there. What? I was healing. I was literally healing. You can go fuck yourself. Holy shit, this boss. So that's another thing that I complain about with this boss fight right here. There is literally, like, in this entire arena where you are kind of like, you know, you are limited to fighting in this specific space, there is no safe area for you to heal, right? Like, you can't go to an area of the boss arena and take the time to heal without risking getting smacked and getting hit and dying. It is very, very, very annoying to deal with. I don't like it at all. Fuck off. Okay, that's bullshit. Fuck you, man. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's another thing. For those of you who don't know, I mean, I think a lot of you probably know by now, because you either play Dead Cells or you've seen my gameplay before. Those red banners or flags or whatever the hell you want to call them that appear on the map that he summons, after, I think, like a slight delay, I think it's maybe 10 seconds or whatever, they explode. And they explode in this wide AoE. So if you're like in the middle of that area, then you get hit. And as you can tell, they deal very, very, you know, extreme powerful damage to you. So I ended up dying there because of a dumb red flag that, yeah, was up on a stupid ice ledge, which is, ugh. I hate this boss fight so much. Like, the problem with this boss fight, here's the thing. I've played several Souls games. I've also played Hollow Knight. So I know what difficult games are like. I know what challenging games are like. I've played them, I've beat them, right? The problem with this boss fight is that, you know, it doesn't, you know, it's like, it's insignificant in the way where it's like, you know, the way that you die, it's not always because it's your fault. There are many times where it's also just because of the fact that the boss mechanics are bullshit and really annoying to deal with and make no sense. And like the way that the boss fight is designed in terms of the level and whatever, it's not good quality. And so the thing is, right, I think that challenging boss fights where it is brutally difficult to, you know, basically maneuver around the boss and to get his health down to zero. I'm fine with a challenge and I'm fine with a difficult fight, but the thing is, I want to walk away from that fight feeling like I earned it, you know? And I want to feel like when I beat the boss that I actually did put in the effort and the hard work to defeat the boss, right? When I fought against this boss before in the past, and there was one time where I actually did manage to defeat him. That one time that I defeated him, I'm not joking, it felt like pure luck. It felt like just RNG was in my favor, and I did not get any, annoying attacks that killed me. I was able to survive long enough to kill the boss before he killed me, and the entire reason that I won was I felt like I got lucky. It wasn't because I developed the skill and the talent to dealing with all of the mechanics and taking no damage and, obliterating the boss. No, that was not it. It was just simply the right place, the right time, the right RNG. I got lucky and I defeated the boss. So when there's a challenge that feels like I didn't necessarily earn it through hard work and effort, I hate that. I don't like it. It doesn't feel good, right? And that's the thing. Like, every single time that I die to this boss, I don't feel as if I am learning and improving and that I'm like, slowly but surely getting closer to defeating him. I feel like I'm just literally bashing my head against the exact same wall in the exact same spot until I eventually break through that wall. I feel like I'm just stubbornly tackling this boss over and over again until eventually the game just gives up and let me win, right? Like that's what I am thinking is gonna happen, and that to me is not a challenge that I think is worthy of taking on. I don't really like that type of format, but it is what it is. No time to heal. Yeah, that is a very Dark Souls feature for sure. See, like that fucking dash move right there, that dash move pisses me off. Those fucking bombs, man. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys were able to tell. What I would, suggest to the viewers, right? If you really want to, I guess like understand the fight and what's happening, I personally would highly suggest that you guys look up above my webcam where the controller is and you're watching what controls that I'm pressing, because it'll make things a little bit easier to, explain and understand. So you guys may have noticed it, maybe you didn't notice it, but right there, what tried to happen, what I attempted to do is that when he was throwing the bombs, I was literally like spam pressing the B button to roll, but unfortunately, because one of the bombs hit me, it staggered me, and it basically did not allow me to continue rolling. I was not able to press the B button and roll out of the bomb area until, like, I think, what was it, 3 of the bombs smacked me immediately, and so I lost an insanely large chunk of health and I ended up dying. So I think that right there is absolute bullshit, where if you take damage and you get hit by an attack, like, the way that this game functions is that you are not given a temporary period of time where you have invincibility frames, right? Where you are able to use your abilities, use your attacks, use your skills to get out of the situation safely without taking more damage. And I think that that is a bullshit mechanic. I don't like it. I feel like that is a problem with this game. I would absolutely, if I was a developer, I would fix this immediately. But yeah, I got hit by 1 bomb, and then because I got hit by 1 bomb, I was immediately staggered, and I took damage from all the rest of them, which was just annoying as hell. That was so annoying right there. That was so annoying. Every single attack that hit me staggered me, and I was not able to do anything else. Like, whatever follow-up that I wanted to do, whether it was roll away, whether it was activate an ability, I wasn't able to do any of it. Man, I don't know. I feel like at this point, I'm so... I mean, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I am, at least on the inside, I am fucking annoyed with this fight and very frustrated. So I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna, like, basically take some time. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but I'm probably gonna just take some time to silently focus on the fight and try to win and defeat the boss. So if you guys don't hear me talk, don't worry, it's not because I'm dead. It's just that I really want to punch this boss in the face so hard. I hate this boss, and I want to rage and I want to maul, but I'm just gonna keep silent, and I'll keep bashing my head against the wall until we eventually do defeat this guy. How did that hit me right there? What the fuck? Okay, can you stop backing up, please? Oh my lord. I swear those fucking bombs, they literally stagger me every single fucking time, and I hate it. Alright. Shut up. Focus on the fight. Don't talk. Let's go. What the hell just hit me? What? Okay, okay, hold on. I am so confused right now. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sorry guys. I don't know what in the hell just now happened. And so I feel like I have to go and I have to like watch my VOD to figure out what is going on. Because yeah, like I legit did not even see like not I didn't see a single thing that happened at the very end there. I didn't even see what hit me. So I don't know how the hell I died there. Um okay. So let's do that. I'm gonna open my VOD in a new tab. Obviously it's gonna be on mute. Yep, that is what I want. And okay, okay. Oh, that was the previous attempts. Never mind. Hold on. Speed. Gonna put it at 2 times speed. Let me watch what's going on here. Okay. Things are going good so far. Yep, yep, yep. So he smacks me there, I lose health. Okay, I mean that was an AoE ground slam right there. I freeze him, I roll dodge away. I freeze him again, and then I dash through him. That was a clean dash right there. I was very, very happy with that dash for sure. Okay. So I throw out Sinus Slicer. I get hit 1 time. Okay, I back off. I get hit a 2nd time. Okay, I'm low health right now. I freeze him. I roll behind him. I smack him. Oh my, okay. I see what happened. Okay, I'll try to explain it and tell you guys what happened. You guys can feel free to go back into the VOD and, see for yourselves. But basically, this is what happened because I legitimately I watched what the VOD showed and I was like, no way did this actually occur. So essentially, what I saw was that there was there was a delay, right, with basically the game uh like okay, so there was an attack that the boss did where he swung his gigantic sword and it actually hit me. Like the hit connected, but for some reason my character for a very brief second continued to attack and continued to like, you know, dodge and move around and whatever, and then 1 second later my character just like fell to the ground and died. Like it seemed as if nothing hit me, but no, it was just a very, very major lag delay where it kind of just caused my character to, I don't know, glitch out for a second. And it was so bizarre to see. Um, but yeah, okay, let me see here. Okay. Now can I? Okay, there we go. Yeah, sorry. My game, I had accidentally minimized it, and so I needed to re-maximize my screen back to where it was. Okie dokie. I think we had a decently okay run there. Like we did some stuff good, that I think we should try and replicate, but obviously this time we should do it without dying. That would be the plan. Um, yeah, okay. So, shut up. No, I'm not gonna say anything more. We're gonna focus on the fight. Okay. Yeah, that was really, really bad. Oh, man. What? How the fuck did that guy hit me? Okay. That was a really, really bad fight right there. I let one of the mob enemies hit me, and that is a big no-no. That is a fucking... Like, when that happens, you know you fucked up the fight. That was really, really bad. You guys may notice there that I did not heal. I basically intentionally chose not to heal because I, you know, whenever I lost that health, I feel like it was a really dumb way to lose my health, and so I was like, okay, I can do better than that. Let me just reset the run. Let me die, and let me reset. That run was not worth it at all. Okay. Keep going. That was really fucking dumb. That was really, really fucking dumb. Yeah, I chose to just sit there and die. That was a horrible run. My performance is just, like, not improving at all. Can you fucking let me hit you? Oh my lord. How did that? Oh my lord. I'm so fucking pissed. Ugh, that's so annoying. Okay, here's another complaint that I have. Man, I look at this and I'm like, yeah, this is without a doubt 100% something that needs to be fixed in the game. Like, I don't think that this is a fair mechanic with how the game works. Basically, in this game, you have the ability to double jump, right? However, I would say 99% of the time, when you double jump, if you are even like a millisecond too early with your double jump, you can end up getting hit by ground attacks that you are meant to jump over, right? And so, to kind of give an example with this boss, there's a move that you guys have very likely seen 20,000 times he used on me, where he like charges with his like shield in front, and he does like this kind of like sideways dash move that just like slams into you, right? You are meant to jump over that. Or, I mean, if you're lucky, you can maybe time a roll through it. But you're for the most part meant to jump over it. Now here's the problem. If you are even like a tiny millisecond too early, when you do a double jump, you will start to fall back down, and the height that you can jump with your double jump, it is like like a centimeter, I would say, taller than the height of the boss character, right? So essentially, when you double jump and you do it too early, you are at a very, very high risk of still getting hit by an attack like that one dash slam attack. And it's ridiculously bullshit because the hitbox of that attack is so much bigger than what it should be. Like, it definitely should not be that unforgiving with where it hits, because it hits like, you know, it's essentially the height of the character, how tall the boss character is, and then it's like add on maybe like 2 inches above that. That is also part of the hitbox that you will get hit by, which is fucking ridiculous. I don't like it. I think that is a major, major problem. I hate that so much. I hate that so much. I have literally no time to heal whatsoever. I hate this. This is the worst shit ever. What the fuck, man? Literally, this fucking piece of shit boss. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? This is horseshit. Hello? Can I fucking move? I'm so fucking annoyed. Oh, I'm so fucking annoyed, man. What the fuck, man? That bullshit hit by the enemy, the fucking tiny little mob piece of shit, that literally cost me the entire game. Or sorry. I should rephrase that. That cost me the entire boss fight. What is happening? Hello? Literally, I had that motherfucker frozen, and he still managed to hit me. I don't know what fucking hacks this dumbass is using. How did I fall down? Are you fucking... Oh my lord, this game. This game is so fucking moronic. Like, I literally dashed to the left, and then immediately I took my joystick and I pushed it to the right so that I would not fall into the fucking spikes. And I tried to heal right as I did that, and I fell. I don't know how. The game literally made me go into the fucking spikes for no reason. I hate this shit. Bro, what? Yo, okay. Can someone fucking explain to me where the fuck is my Sinew Slicer? Because it was off the field at the very end there for what felt like 40 fucking seconds. And that dumbass thing has a cooldown of 10 seconds. So I have no fucking clue where it was. Why it was like not on the fucking map at all. I am so fucking lost. I was literally trying to heal, and I fucking healed at the wrong time. This is horseshit. Oh, I hate this so much. What in the actual fuck, man? Oh, that fucking hitbox is so goddamn garbage. What the fuck, man? What? What in the actual ass, man? I don't fucking understand how in the hell I'm supposed to dodge this shit. Fuck this game, man. What in the actual fucking hell, man? This piece of fucking shit. Can I fucking use my ability without getting goddamn staggered? This is such horseshit. What the actual fuck, man? Alright, chat. I'm gonna take a very quick break from this game. I'm gonna open up Genshin here because daily reset is gonna be happening in about 18 minutes. So I'm gonna see if I can basically get some resin that I can spend because I need to do the Overflowing Mastery event. So yeah, I'm gonna log into Genshin here, and I'll take care of this really quickly. Give myself a little tiny bit of a mental break, and then, you know, we'll try and continue fighting this boss a couple more times. But I'm gonna be honest, it is very, very highly likely that I am not beating this boss today. I honestly have no clue if I'll beat it next stream either. But, yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll fight the boss a couple more times. If we can't do it tonight, we will go ahead and basically just conclude the stream there, end our session, and, we'll pick it up at another time. Okay, how much fucking resin do I currently have? Okay, that is plenty enough. I suppose I'll go ahead and swap it back over to Genshin. There you go. Hi, guys. I don't know why my fucking OBS likes to do this bullshit with the, you know, with the appearance of the game. But, let me see here. There we go. Now it's fixed. No more stupid white bars around the game. Hello, Kazuha? Can you... Yo, what is happening? Why am I not able to fucking click the domain? I am very... I'm so frustrated with Dead Cells right now. It's just... I don't know. The thing is, okay, I will say so far about Dead Cells, here's my... I would say my like, conclusive review. So far, out of all the content that I've played in Dead Cells, every single piece of the game, except, so every single piece of the game, excluding the last final boss, the Hand of the King, is fantastic. I would say an 8 or a 9 out of 10 quality, right? However, for that last final boss fight, Hand of the Throne, or Hand of the King, sorry, that fucking boss fight, that's like a 1 out of 10. No, that's actually, that's like a negative 7 out of 10. It is so garbage, and I hate it. I fucking, like, there's nothing about that boss fight that I can compliment. That I'm like, yeah, this is good, right? There is literally nothing. How did I get hit? What the fuck? Okay, fuck this domain. It's not that this domain is difficult, it's just the debuffs that you have are so goddamn annoying. Okay, perfect. We now are back to basically 0 resin. We have a whopping 5 resin. Wow. Amazing. Okay, very nice. Back to this piece of shit game. Okay. So here's the game plan, folks. It's currently 1:47 a.m. I think each of these attempts that I do, every time that I die, I'm pretty sure that the attempt was roughly about maybe 2 to 3 minutes maximum. It could be like 4 or 5 minutes maximum. I could be mistaken, but I would say around anywhere between like 2 to maybe 4 minutes long for each attempt. So my game plan is we are going to continue streaming for the next 13 minutes until 2 a.m. And if I am not making any progress by 2 a.m., which is highly likely to happen, then yeah, I will go ahead and end the stream there, and we will pick it up at a later time, because yeah, this shit is really annoying, and I am getting sick and tired of redoing the fight over and over and over again without getting anywhere. That fucking banner. I hate when, you basically when the boss drops those red banners down, and he drops like two of them nearby one another, and then the third one is like on the other side of the fucking moon, and so you can't goddamn break it. It's so annoying. Yeah. Yeah, literally just kill me already. Oh my lord. Oh. What? Hello? What the fuck, man? That's absolute horseshit. Dumb fuckery right there. Fucking hell, man. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. What the fuck, man? Oh my lord, I'm so fucking annoyed. Fuck you, man. Fuck you. Can you fucking not, man? Fuck you, man. Fuck off. So fucking sick and tired of you throwing shit, man. Can I fucking jump out of there, man? You're kidding me. I hate this shit so much. Alright, this is it. This is like, I think maybe 2 more attempts. 2 or 3? And then after that, I'm done for the night. What the fuck? What the actual fuck, man? Alright, there we go. It is 2 fucking AM on the dot. I'm out. I'm done. We are no longer fighting this boss. We will pick this up during a later stream. And honestly, there might be just a point where I give up on the boss fight and go back to the very beginning of the game. That might be the best move to do. Yeah. So, chat, that's gonna be it for today's live stream. We're gonna conclude it there, and we are going to move on with our day and night. I'm gonna say good night and farewell to you guys, and I hope that anyone and everyone out there has a lovely, wonderful rest of the day or night, wherever in the world that you're located. Um, yeah, what can I say? I mean, here's the thing. I did talk about, how for the most part, the good majority of Dead Cells is insanely fun and enjoyable, and I love it. This boss fight is not that. Absolutely, without a doubt, it is pure dog shit garbage. I hate it. There is no positive thing I can say about this boss fight right here. To be completely honest, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. I think it's pretty noticeable. This boss fight makes me legitimately want to stop playing Dead Cells and uninstall the game and find a different game to play instead. Like, this is so just, you know, it's so unnecessarily annoying and frustrating and difficult to do this boss fight that I fucking hate it. Like, there's no part of me where it's like, oh wow, this is enjoyable, this is fun, this is entertaining. No, this boss fight is just pure, you know, rage and just really, really negative feelings overall. Um, yeah, I don't know. I feel like, here's the thing. I really, really, really want to move on from this boss, and I want to like beat this boss and progress forward in terms of content. So, one thought that I had was basically, what if, every single stream I, hop on, I basically launch Dead Cells and I start up the game and I get in and I, fight against this boss, and I do that for however long, like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever. And if I don't beat the boss, I end the stream. And then I come back during the next stream and I rinse and repeat over and over again for the next several streams, eventually until at some point I hopefully beat the boss, right? That is a thought that I've had where I'm like, maybe this is what awaits for me. Maybe this is the future of my Dead Cell streams where I continuously fight against this piece of garbage, dumpster fire fucking boss until I defeat him. Um, but I don't know. I feel like, if I'm gonna be honest, doing this boss fight, it makes me feel miserable. I don't feel happy or anything like that. And it just it turns my mood sour, essentially. Um, so I don't know, maybe at some point, like whether it's next stream or 2 streams after or 5 streams in the future, um, if I decide like it's just not worth it anymore, I could very easily just go ahead and quit out and, return back to the very beginning of the game to play it all through, right? Um, yeah. Yeah, I really don't know what else to say. I am so very frustrated and angry with this boss fight. I hate it so much. Um, but for tonight at the very least, we will go ahead and, you know, forget about it and just push it off and wait until, another live stream. And yeah, I will wish you guys the absolute best until I return back in 2 days from now. 1.5, 2 days from now. But yeah, yeah, yeah. In any case, I just want to say to all of you out there, whether you were watching, are watching, will be watching, I very, very highly appreciate each and every one of you. It means a whole lot to me, especially those people who, go and go and watch the VODs, after they're published. I appreciate all of you guys. It means a lot. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. For all of you out there, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, eat lots of yummy, delicious food, drink your water, make sure you guys are staying hydrated and taking care of yourselves. Um, Stay comfy, stay cozy, whether that's, keeping yourselves cool if it's hot or keeping yourselves warm if it's cold. Do what needs to be done and make sure you guys are living that comfy life. Um, yeah, that's really all I have to say. I will be returning in 1.5 to 2 days from now, and I hope to see you guys there. If not, maybe on Sunday, maybe another stream. But I will be returning in 1.5 to 2 days from now. So I'll leave with that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Good night and farewell, guys. Let me find someone that I can raid. We've got good old Code. Um, he seems to be, I think, the only person. Let me check here and see what's going on here. Yeah, he's offline. I mean, unsurprising. Let's see here. Go to browse. Why is this in my recommend? I have never liked that game. I don't know why that's showing up in my recommended, but whatever. Alright, we've got Neo Knightley and Sicarius. 22 Yuke or Yuck. Interesting. Alright, fuck it. I think I'm gonna go ahead and send you guys over to. I'll send you guys over to Neo Knightley. He looks like he is. Yeah, he looks like he is going for some kind of objective or achievement, and yeah, I want to show some support and throw you guys that way. That way, you guys can enjoy some more Dead Cells content that is not mind-numbingly annoying and frustrating and painful. So let's see here. I'm gonna set up the raid, and we'll do this, and then we'll do that. So the person we're gonna be raiding, their Twitch username is Neo Knightley. They are currently playing Dead Cells, and it says that they're going for gold. I don't know exactly what that means, but yeah, they're surely doing better at the game than I am currently. So yeah, I'll get that raid prepared really quickly, and let me go ahead and pull up our ending song. And yeah, we'll end the stream there. Once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really, really appreciate each and every one of you. Can you fucking goddamn YouTube bullshit application. Let me goddamn adjust the volume here for the ending song. Yeah, again, I want to say thank you to anyone and everyone for tuning in today. It really, really means a lot. And, you know, I want to reiterate, I want to emphasize that, yeah, this game, it really does piss me off, and I get really angry, and I rage and mauled about this, but no matter what happens, you know, with the game, I never, I never take it outside of the game, you know, like, I am pissed off at the game, I am not pissed off at, any chatters, or, you know, anyone on Twitch, right? Like, and the thing is that, like, even though I may be having a really, really tough time with this game, and I may hate myself for going through it, at the end of the day, it's content, and I really do hope that, at least one person, minimum, is able to find some entertainment, some enjoyment out of my suffering from this really, really shit boss fight. But with that being said, I'll go ahead and load up this ending song here, and I will say goodnight and farewell to you guys. So, for now, that's gonna be all. Peace out, guys. Farewell. See you in 1.52 days from now. Bye bye.